Hey everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to make homemade chicken and noodles. I started out with a pot. In that pot I filled it halfway up with water. To that water I'm going to add anywhere between 6 to 8 bouillon cubes. It doesn't matter, it's chicken bouillon cubes, it doesn't matter what kind that you get. And we got my granddaughter, Maya, she's going to be chopping up some celery, about like that size. You know, if you like them a little chunky, or, you know, it's up to you. Be careful, don't cut your fingers and keep your hands back.
I know.
Can you do this?
Yeah.
Alright, so here I am. I'm going to put the bouillon cubes in the pot. It helps if you turn your pot on. It's always a plus. I started this because when I was starting out cooking, I watched Mom for a lot of years, but I didn't have really, I lived out of state and alone, and it was all trial and error. So I learned by trial and error to cook. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. 7, 8. Now I got a pretty big pot here. If you're not making a whole lot, you may not have to do that. And Maya, when you get done chopping those up, you just throw those in the pot over here.
Okay.
You can start with boiling a chicken, a whole chicken. I usually use about 2 cups. Yes. I usually use about 2 cups of the juice from the chicken that I'm boiling. Today I'm not doing that. I'm using a whole chicken that I got from the store, one of the baked ones. I'm deboning that, and then I will put that chicken in my pot. You can use chicken breast. If you get 2 or 3 chicken breasts, you boil them. Now, if you use the chicken breast, you don't have to throw that water out. The reason why I don't use all of the water from the chicken that I'm boiling is because I don't like the grease. So, what I suggest you do is you boil your chicken. You use a cup of that water. Put it into your pot that you're going to be making your chicken noodles out of, and then put your bouillon cubes in there and your salt and pepper to taste. But now we're going to make some noodles. So I got 2 cups of flour here in an empty bowl. We're going to put that 2 cups of flour into the bowl. Now you want to make a well like this in your flour. See that well? And in that well, you're going to add eggs. All right, now I had 2 cups of flour here. So for every cup of flour, I want to add an egg. So I would add 2 eggs plus 2 more. If you had 4 cups of flour, you would add 4 eggs plus 4 more. You don't want to put salt into your batter, because it will make your noodles tough. You don't want tough noodles. You don't put anything in here but your eggs and your flour. Eggs and flour. And see here how I'm going with this? I got my eggs in there. I got my well in the middle. Okay, Maya, you need a fork.
Fork? Fork. You want me to stir them?
I'm going to show you how to stir them.
I know you go like this.
You want to start from your, but they don't know.
Well, yeah.
You're going to start from your inside and work your way out. Inside, work your way out. This is how you're going to mix those. Inside, work your way out. Inside, work your way out. That's how you're doing this. Go ahead, Maya. Get that all mixed up in there. Okay, we got our pot going. We got our celery in there. We've got our bouillon cubes in there. Let's see if our chicken's defrosted. Oh yes, I think our chicken is defrosted. Get me a pan here. I'll put this pan on here. Maya, what are you doing?
No, you did that when you poured them in, Grandma.
Alright.
And you should start to see it coming together when you start.
Now you want your surface that you're going to be rolling these out on. You're going to need a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you know, maybe your grandma has one or your aunt has one that they're not using, you can use. You could buy ones at the secondhand store somewhere, you know. You can't afford to get one. I don't really know how much they are new to buy them in the store, but I don't imagine they're too much. Oh, they might be though, but if you don't have the money, you know, how are you doing over here?
It's getting hard to stir.
Well, then that's when you got to come in with your hands.
Okay.
And we're going to get some flour.
Oh, goodness.
Can you find me a pizza cutter, Maya?
Yep, right here, Grandma.
All right.
Already got it out.
I'll put a little bit of flour on these, and now I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to get right in there in the bowl.
And always remember, have fun when you cook. That's what I always
That's
say.
good advice, Maya. That's good advice.
That's what I always say.
Okay. We're going to take this, and I'm going to put this in half because I don't want all of that. Now, I got my water boiling on the stove. When that gets good and boil, you'll put your noodles in. You want to press this out here. Where's my
Rolling pin?
rolling pin? Oh, there's my rolling pin. All right, you want to put some flour on your rolling pin. Okay, and you're going to roll this out. So remember, we used 2 cups of flour and 4 eggs. If I used 4 cups of flour, I would want how many eggs, Maya?
4 cups of flour.
Excuse
8
me.
eggs. Because if
8
you
eggs.
do 4, because you'd have to have an egg
2
for
more.
every cup, and then you
Yep.
would have to do it times 2, so 4 times 2 is 8.
Yep, there you go. All right.
Yummy.
Now you want to roll these out as thin as you can get them. It's going to make a mess, that's granted. You'll be able to clean it up. Just don't clean it up with water.
Do not.
You'll have a doggone mess. Okay, and this is what I do. I need a bowl.
A bowl?
With
this one?
That'll work. Hang our noodles on. So a lot of people, they'll dry their noodles, and you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't.
Grandma, is this on?
We're going to cut this. Yes. Make them as thin as you can there. And when that pot starts boiling, you're going to throw these noodles in there, and you're just going to let them cook. Easy peasy.
And the noodles can be all shapes and sizes. They can be big, they can be small.
Yeah, you don't got to get fussy with it.
They don't have to be even.
Nope. You can use these for chicken and noodles, beef and noodles.
Yep.
If you want to make, put mushroom soup on them. If you want to get some of that already made sauce in the stores. Never tried them with tomato sauce, but who knows? They might be good.
They might.
I've got my grandson Carson doing the
Camera.
camera. He's videotaping for us. they don't have school today because of the
Coronavirus.
coronavirus. That I hope you all stay safe out there from.
And then after...
Alright, I got my noodles on here. And I'm just going to lightly stick my noodles in this bowl. I'm not going to press down on them. Just lightly putting them in that bowl until my water starts boiling. You don't want to stick those in there until that water starts boiling. Okay, I'm going to get my other ones out here.
And what she also did is after she cut the noodles into strips, she cut them in half again to make more noodles. Right, girl?
Smart
That's
idea.
right.
That is a very smart idea. So you can make way more noodles.
That's right.
You want me to roll those out for you, Grandma?
You can. You want to roll these out? Yeah. I'll let you do that. I go over here and...
You want to roll the dough out as much as you can to make it really, really thin. But not as really, really, really thin. Just thin enough you can cut to noodles.
So all I have in this pot is celery, how you say it, Maya?
Celery.
Celery. All I have in the pot is celery and bouillon cubes.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to put carrots in there, you can. I mean, that's up to you. I don't care for the carrots in my chicken and noodles.
Does that look good, Grandma?
That's good.
You want it about that
Everybody's
thin.
different. So all I'm doing here,
And then now she's cutting it
you
into noodles.
don't want the skin in your chicken and noodles. So what I'm doing is this was a chicken that I had gotten at Kroger's. It was one of those rotisserie chickens, and I froze it until I was going to use it for, you're probably going to make them dizzy, Carson. Until I was going to use it for chicken and noodles. Thanks, Maya.
Yeah. Does that look good, Grandma?
That's good. Doing good. So I'm just tearing this up, putting them in the pot.
And remember when you cut your noodles, you don't have to cut them exactly how we did. Like me, I cut mine in half and then cut them because I'm weird like that. And I like doing that because it's
there.
better for me because like I know that they're cut evenly instead of...
Hey, are your hands clean?
Yeah,
Don't you be sticking your hands on my noodles if your hands ain't clean.
they are.
You're touching that phone, your hands ain't clean.
Remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up.
You hear Grandpa, he's hollering.
Yeah,
He's got a hurt foot.
you want to know about the size of that? The noodles.
Some of mine are big, some of mine are little.
Yeah, you see how that one's big?
So all you do is cut the chicken up. And remember, the recipe for the noodles was 2 cups of flour, 4 eggs. If you're using 4 cups of flour, how many eggs you need, Maya?
8.
8 eggs. And it's simple. It is, kids. Don't make it hard. It's simple. Now, I know there's people that they'll put salt in their eggs or water or salt in their noodles or water in their noodles. No. No, you're going to have some tough, funky noodles. Not for egg noodles. All you need is the egg and the flour.
And that's the easiest way to make them.
And we're just tearing this chicken up, putting it in the pot.
And you can see how the pot is steaming. That's how you kind of want it to start boiling. And then you can see she's got all the celery and stuff in there. Chicken's at the bottom. You can't really see it.
So smart. So smart.
That's because it's too heavy. It sinks.
Good job.
Whoa. I had it zoomed in a little too far.
Okay.
Ah! Got water on
Careful,
my
get
hair.
back away from there.
Yeah.
And then now that I've cut all the noodles, I'm just going to put them in the bowl, how Grandma said. Not pressing them down.
Don't even touch them. You just set them in there.
Stuck together.
Sick? What?
I meant stuck. Noodles can't get sick. And then she just keeps tearing up the chicken and putting it into the...
The water's almost boiling.
I gotta take off my sweatshirt.
Almost there.
Then she's just cutting up the chicken and putting it into the bowl. You want me to go ahead and wipe up this flour? Good?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Make sure it's a disaster area.
That's what your shirt's most likely gonna look like if you're cutting the noodles.
Okay, when your water's boiling, you're going to put your noodles in your water. Now, I have a secret to my chicken and noodles. And I'll tell you what that is. Are you videotaping the pot or me? Okay. I'll tell you what that is just a small amount of instant mashed potatoes. And you put that in your pot. Absolutely delicious. Probably about,
Half a cup.
maybe right at half a cup.
It depends on how thick and how not thick you want it in a way.
So,
You want me to get your mashed potatoes?
my water's not boiling yet. I'm still waiting for my water to boil.
And also hit the bell.
Now you can dry these noodles. You can put them out on your bowl like this and dry them and then put them in a bag and then stick that bag in your cabinet or your freezer. But I don't. I make mine fresh every time. But you can make them ahead of time and store them. And I'm sure there's lots of videos to show you how to do that. But I was just showing you the simple way. You know, if you don't have any noodles and you need some, it's not that hard to make them. You grab your eggs and grab your flour and mix them together and you got some eggs. Or, no, you don't have eggs. I don't know how to make them. The chickens make them. You got some noodles.
I know how the chickens make them. At first they grow in their stomach, and then they go down more, and then they form into an egg, and then
It plops out, don't it?
Yep. You want it to start looking like that.
It's starting to
You want
get hot.
You want the noodles to start boiling and stuff.
And you don't want to stir these until your noodles are done. Do not stir your noodles until they're done.
See, she put.
Stick them in there.
Grandma, where's your mashed potatoes?
Grandma, can't you put the noodles in before the chicken and stuff? Just the chicken?
You could, but
That's
you
my
I
question.
like the flavor of getting my bouillon in there and letting it boil. And
I think he means the chicken.
getting it in
And I mean the
pot.
chicken.
Yes, you
The
could,
chicken.
but you also have to wait until it boils. And Grandma wants the flavor of the chicken to be in the water, just like the boiling. I can't say it.
Boiler.
No,
The bouillon.
the bouillon is, and it will give the flavor to the water. So that means the noodles will also have the good flavor, and that's why you have to wait until it boils, and you can cook them. And yeah, right, Grandma?
That's right.
Can I tell him a joke real quick? A funny one about noodles and chicken?
I don't care.
What did the chicken and noodles say to the chicken? I'm gonna chicken you.
Oh, Lord.
You could do what? Wait, I gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Hold on. What are you doing?
What the heck? You just probably made them dizzy and they're gonna puke.
No.
Oh,
Talk about
Grandma,
chicken with my food.
Grandma, you kind of threw that flour
That's
out.
all right. We'll clean it up.
yeah, I cleaned it for you.
All right. That's all it takes.
Mhm.
We're done. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have fun making noodles. Hey, if you don't do anything, find a reason to smile.